So today's sketchbook slash journal prompt is a kitchen bakery with something you want. I had a lot of fun with this one just because I used to have a daydream about owning a bakery slash art gallery. It seems like a terrible idea, but it was just a thing that existed in my mind for a while. I did actually go to college to do a pastry arts program several years ago. Not because I have a passion in baking or anything, but mostly just because the day jobs get kind of old, and I was told that pastry arts was technically a trade and that there was a space in the industry where you could actually make a living wage and yada yada yada, but it turns out that that's actually not really true. Colleges cough out pastry artists at a ridiculous rate, and it was a really useful program too. Like, they did a whole lot of really basic foundational stuff, but halfway through it they eventually fess up and say, oh no, actually when you do this program you pay thousands of dollars to learn how to do pastry arts, and then you go and get more minimum wage jobs at your local bakery, and that was really disappointing because I already had a minimum wage job. Why did I need to go to school to get another minimum wage job? So I gave up on that. Pretty much the only way that I could have made a living wage doing pastry arts is if I worked in a hotel, which I was not adequately prepared for, or if I started my own business. And I gotta say that I have absolutely zero interest in owning a food business. It would have to be my whole life, and I just don't have that much passion in pastry arts. But for a while I did have this little daydream about, well, what if I did? What would it look like? It would be in this little cake shop, and I would have my artwork on the walls for sale. I would have had lots of comfy seating so people can come, like real art type people too. That would be really cool to have a hangout spot for them, maybe even do art journal classes, things that people generally ask me for. So in my mind it seems like a really fun thing, but in reality it's just like, no thanks. Not for me. But it was fun drawing it. It was a really good prompt for me because I had so much to draw from. I think it would be interesting to see in a group, because then everyone would have their own idea of what their favorite pastry or favorite meal would be. You might notice that I don't have any pies on this shelf. I didn't even think of pies because I'm not a pie person at all. But I did add a whole lot of stuff that we made in the pastry arts program and a little bit at my practicum. Got bags of cookies, I got some tiramisu, some charlotte cake, some rum balls and fruit tarts and donuts and things. So now the thing about the acrylic paint is that I do struggle with acrylic paint a lot. I find it slower to work with than watercolor, mostly because of the mixing involved. I never seem to have the colors that I want when I need them, so I have to stop painting and find tubes of paint and try to mix my colors, and it's just, I find it to be a lot of interruptions, and I hate that. But also they didn't seem to get as opaque as I would have liked. You can still see a lot of the original draw lines everywhere. That doesn't really bother me that much because I do trust a viewer's eye to follow the correct line. It's not a big deal to me. This isn't a finished painting sort of session, but it does make a fantastic art journal entry. It has immortalized my past casual daydreams about what having a pastry shop would be like. If someone else was running it, of course. Half-assed artwork on the back that really looks like crap, but maybe I'll have to go back into it some other time. So thank you for watching this video, and I will see you next time. Bye!